legit. Ever since I blew, they all on my hey, back then, didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got your long, that I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent my 10 on my fit. Ex-slick, then hit with the back then, used to out the zip. Blow out his back, then dip. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these four things, pull out the VIP. Suck, turn up, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip.
We are at the oldest continually operating stadium in the NFL as you get a look inside Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Green Bay Packers. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
Let's go. Let's do this. Fofo's a Mike. Mike Fofo. Too low.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 7, Winston. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They go play action. Winston. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Mike, bring it. 44 to me, easy. Check. Hey, stop.
To throw, Winston. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Play fake. Winston. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Jameis to throw it. He's going to fire one deep. He's got it at the 15. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. O.J. Howard, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
We play to win. Let's go. At their own 25-yard line.
Break.
53. Check 53. I got wide. Check.
Protein spill.
53 for Mike.
Begin.
Clock now on first down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
That's what I do.
Clock will try again on 2nd down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Good work after the catch, going to net them 23 and a first.
Go now. 60 Pittsburgh.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Move.
Check. Lucky.
Fire.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Get in the weight room. 58 for Mike.
On 2nd down, here's Locke. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Now Winston. He completes it to Jones. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it 3rd and 13.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the shotgun, it's Winston. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Hey, orbit.
Mike, 53. Mike.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Let's go. 90 Wolf.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Double letter green. And
Lock to throw on 2nd down. And Austin Safarian-Jenkins has it. And they work this out past the 25. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
70, Indy.
Check nine.
Hey, that's up.
At the 27-yard line.
Cut.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Let's get the ball. Switch.
Shoot.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Yeah, baby. Boom.
We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Ready.
Now Locke throwing on 2nd down. Buying time to his left. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Throwing his Locke on 3rd down. He's got Adams on the hookup. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 13 yards, first down Packers. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Here we go. 50, plant.
53 is right. Hey. Kill. Turn it
Down.
On first down, Locke. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Hey, box truck.
Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58.
Ready, go. Hit it.
On the counter, here's Jones.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Ready.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
Hey, they scared.
Get it.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. And that's knocked away and incomplete. Jerome Baker right there in coverage.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick, but able to see it, diagnose it, and get...
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. In for the score as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
Ready.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Throwing on first down is Locke. Uncorks one for Davis. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on second down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Ball on the 30 as they come up second and 10. Back to the air on second down. It's Locke. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Now for the point after. And it is now 21-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the first half must end in points, but you're down 21-0. They're going to have to get something going fairly quickly.
I would agree totally with that, because if you're going to mount the comeback, it's going to have to come in bits and pieces. It doesn't just all come at one time, right? We haven't seen anything more than a 6-point touchdown ever in this game, right? So that's how it has to be done. Get points on the board now. Start your comeback. But you're exactly right. Let's get it going right here in this spot.
Complete to Jones. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
So negative yardage, a loss of 3 on second down, and that leads to a tough third down call. Now Locke. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys. Our time. Let's get off the
On first down, it's Jones. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Watch the run, watch the run. Rush in, rush in, rush in. Let's go.
Throwing on second and 3. Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. The Packers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Here's Locke. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. On 4th down, on is Corey Bajorquez to punt. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Here's Winston. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Winston, a handoff. This is Jones. And this Green Bay defense making that play look a lot like the previous one. Both tackles behind the line of scrimmage. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Black 22. Hey, let him go. 44, Mike, 44. Let him go.
Working out of the gun, Winston. Being chased out left. He's got Evans. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. To throw is Winston. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. A line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for second and goal. Now Winston. And, oh, it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a short return to the 6-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
And opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so second and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Here we go. Get it.
On second and 2, Locke. And he's got his man on the comebacker. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
Quick hitter here, it's complete.
Many teams, as soon as they spot man defense, if they haven't called a hitch, they'll get to it as fast as they can. They want to put the ball in the hands of one of their best playmakers and hope that he can break a tackle on the outside and go for big yardage.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The lightning rod, J.J. Watt with a sack. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
General West.
On third down, Locke gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be fourth down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 20.
At their own 24-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop. Hey, exit.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Dante Fowler in on the stop. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They'll run it with Jones. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Throwing now is Locke. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. It's a gain of 16 and a 1st down for the green and gold.
This has been a good drive so far. It's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a 1st down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. Jones hit and the ball's out. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Let's see now, Charles. That's 7 turnovers between last week and this week. 3 here in this game, 4 in last week's game.
You know I do my research, right? And I go all the way back to the best coaches that have ever been in this game.
And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. So the defense does their job. They get rid of that 0 on the scoreboard. Now we'll see if their offense can come to play.
Well, that's the way you get things started, right? Score yourself on defense, give the ball back for your offense, and tell them, let's go. We're in the game now.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Give them 11 yards that time on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Around the NFL, third quarter from Foxborough. And it's the Bills that have added to their lead. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. And he is across midfield from one 49 to the other 49. A gain of just 2.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
We ain't giving up nothing today. Slam, slam, slam.
The first carry for Josh Adams. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Early down stuff will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
On third down, Winston. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Back now at Lambeau. It's the Packers who have the football but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4. To throw on third down. Lock. And he finds Safarian Jenkins. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. To try again after the sack. Lock. And that's complete to Adams. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
He's going to launch this thing way down. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 34. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you...
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Jamon Moore, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit. Parkey with the extra point, and they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
36 yards on the play.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
And this is caught, and he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Mike Evans, his 4th touchdown on the year, as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he is out of bounds here on the return.
Play to win. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long?
Target.
On 3rd and long, it's Locke. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it. Shotgun snap to Locke. It's caught here by Adams. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, here's Locke. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches, I always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. The Packers on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 19. On play action, Locke. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 11. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Ready. 125. 30. 44. Mike, listen. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Fuck to Mike. Let's go.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 27-yard line.
And they just hit another big completion there. And I think in days gone by in the NFL, you might have asked, is this a little bit of overkill? Is this rubbing it in? I don't think people feel the same way nowadays.
It's the age-old argument. Then you could say on the other side, if you're going to get angry about it, stop it, right?
Go ahead and stop me. And I think a lot of the times they just look at it like, let's just play the game. And however it turns out, it turns out.
Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's 1st and 5. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd down at the 24-yard line.
So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done. Really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated in this game.
Now, see, I only like one game ball. You're handing out multiple. Although I set you up by saying game balls plural, but
I like where we're going with this. You say one to represent like the best player of all of that, and I say multiples so that you keep everyone motivated and involved.
You're a man of the people.
I'm a man of the people. I thought I was the only child.
You get a game ball, and you get a game ball. Game balls for everybody. So for the Buccaneers, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Packers, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, oh, there with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash. Yeah, they can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. They on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Eat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerge victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, it's glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, oh, there with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, They do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash. They slept on the team, now they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's no need in keeping it low-key. I can cover the D like a turkey, or run straight through the D like a train. This shit we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the Jets, the coast will regret even letting them stay in the game. Team morale took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just try not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash.